We had some amazing feedback in the last episode where we discussed the best ham radio for 2023, and we're going to follow it up today with the best portable antenna for 2023. I brought along a group of people again. Let's jump into things and talk about portable radio. We have a vast variety of people who operate portable operations in many different ways, from operating parks on the air to hiking and seaside mountaintops, all the way to hot air balloon mobile or even parachute mobile, jumping out of airplanes while operating ham radio. Scout, let's go over to you.
Hey folks, my name is Shane, and I have a little YouTube channel called Scout75 where I focus primarily on portable amateur radio. Now, my favorite way to enjoy amateur radio portable is combining it with another hobby of mine, and that's backpacking. So the HF antennas I lean to are small, compact, and lightweight. And I always carry two of them with me. Now, I know Ham Radio Dude asked for our favorite, but I couldn't really narrow it down to one, so forgive me, I'm going to give you two. And the first one is my go-to antenna, and that's the Packtenna end-fed half-wave. This is the linked version, and this is my favorite antenna by far. This thing is such a small, compact, well-designed antenna. And the linked version is field ready right out of the box. There's nothing to assemble, no soldering, no winding, no trimming. You just get this thing in the air and you will be on the air. As I already mentioned, it's compact and lightweight, and you have a couple different options. You can unlink it and just have a 20-meter antenna if you're short on space, like if you're on a summit. Or you can do the linked version and have 40, 20, 15, and 10. Now, the second antenna that lives in my kit is the HQD speaker wire antenna. Now, this one you have to build yourself, but chances are you have everything you need in your shack already. The main part that you may have to purchase is a binding post, but the rest of the antenna is just a length of speaker wire or lamp cord that you separate the ends to form a dipole, and then trim to the frequency that you want to be resonant on. Super easy to build and compact, lightweight. The aspect that I like the most about this antenna is if you're set up in public and somebody comes up curious of what you're doing, not only you can impress them by saying that you're talking to people across the country or halfway around the world with a small radio, you can point out that the antenna you're using is a MacGyvered piece of speaker wire. So those are the two antennas I always carry with me for portable HF. The Packtenna linked end-fed dipole, and then the homemade HQD speaker wire antenna. Thanks, Ham Radio Dude, for having me on again. This is a lot of fun, and I'll catch you all later.
Much like some of the communication systems I've used throughout my lifetime, it's always good to have redundancy. I think Scout has a great point there, and both antennas are a great option. The end-fed half-wave from Packtenna runs about $125, and if you want to build your own dipole with one of those binding post adapters, you can get about two of these online for $7. I love asking these kind of questions. What's your favorite portable antenna? Because we get a general consensus of what everybody is using, and we can see if there's a common trend. With that, we're going to go over to this side of the radio, Shane, and get his input.
Hey guys, Shane here from this side of the radio, and Sean asked me from what my opinion for 2023, what the best portable HF antenna would be. Now, most of my operations are portable, and I have a multitude of antennas that I use, but my gold standard, my Swiss Army knife, my favorite antenna is the end-fed half-wave. You get 4 bands. This particular model has 40, 20, 15, and 10 meters with no tuner. Works extremely well. Counterpoise, no counterpoise. I bought this one from Packtenna Mini. You can build these antennas. They're super easy to build. You can get kits from K6ARK and KM4ACK. ARRL has a project box antenna that you can build. Just so many options out there to get one of these antennas, and they're absolutely perfect for either a new ham or a seasoned ham, something you can build, something small and compact. This thing fits in your pocket if you want to go down something that's this small. But throw it in a tree, use a little mast, use a fishing pole, a crappie pole, lean it into a tree, just get the element up in the air, and you're going to start making some contacts. So for 2023, I think my pick for the best HF antenna is going to be the end-fed half-wave. Hope you guys have a great holiday season, and hope to get you in the logbook soon. 73.
Whether you're operating QRP or QRO, there's a vast variety of end-fed half-wave kits on the market, from $20 all the way to $120 plus US dollars. Most importantly though, these kits allow you to build and understand how an end-fed half-wave works, and that's really useful if you ever need to fix your antenna out in the field. If you've ever been in the northern Illinois or the southern Wisconsin area doing parks on the air, you've probably run into our next guest, Kevin, WQ9F.
Hey everybody, Kevin here, WQ9F with WQ9F Ham Radio. I'm out here at Volo Bog State Natural Area in northern Illinois. This is Parks on the Air, Park Kilo 4160. And I'm out here to talk about my go-to Parks on the Air portable antenna. That's this antenna right here, the Buddy Pole antenna, Buddystick Pro Deluxe. This antenna is my go-to Parks on the Air antenna for a couple reasons. It has traveled with me and activated 10 states this year in New England, Illinois, Wisconsin, and Colorado, and I have a feeling it's going to activate quite a few more with me. Let's take a look at why this antenna is my go-to antenna. Now, one of my favorite things about this antenna is how compact and portable it is. This antenna has been to 10 states with me this year. I've taken it on airplanes, it's gone in the car with me, and I have activated parks all over the country with it. Now, this antenna right here does come with a super nice portable nylon bag. It's very thick material, keeps the antenna protected. So let's go ahead and take a look inside of this antenna bag right now and see what it comes with. So inside of our case right here, we do have the entire antenna package. Now, this antenna right now retails for $279 from Buddy Pole. That $279 is the high point, but it does include everything, including our coil, our Versa hub. We have our mast elements and our whip element. We do have a couple of the coil clips. And then inside of here we have our tripod legs that connect into our Versa hub, as well as a counterpoise wire. Now, this antenna for $279 does include a 25-foot piece of coax. Now, you do have some options, including subtracting that piece of coax. That brings the price down to about $255. Now, if you want this kit as just the antenna with the coil minus the tripod, you can order that just as the set for the antenna for $199 from Buddy Pole. Now, this antenna is rated for 250 watts. I have run 100 watts of single sideband through it for quite a few hours, and then I have also run FT8 through this without having the coil get too warm, even up to 100 watts for a short period of time, but I will usually run about 50 watts of FT8 through this antenna. Now, this antenna does come with instructions, and I highly recommend reading those instructions because I did not the first time, and it was real cold the first time I tried to use this, and it was a hot mess. But now that I figured it out, read the directions, got everything set up, this antenna works really great. Very easy to tune. Now, this antenna is my go-to portable antenna, and I would highly recommend it for anyone looking for a go-to portable solution. You can go ahead and check out my channel for a video of me using this antenna here at this park, where I operate QRP with my Elecraft KX2. Till next time, 73.
The Buddystick Pro Deluxe is good for 40 meters all the way to 6 meters, and that's with the coil system, so you'll have to adjust the coil in order to get the certain bands that you want. The build quality on the Buddystick Pro Deluxe, when I've seen it at Hamfest as well as operating Parks on the Air with Kevin, has been pretty phenomenal. Bud, W3FF, takes a lot of pride in his work. And now we're going to go over to Carlos, KD9OLN, the guy who jumps out of airplanes, but he'll tell you that.
What's up, everybody? Carlos, KD9OLN. Yeah, the guy that jumps out of airplanes. That's me. Dude's asking what our favorite portable antennas of 2023 will be. This is the end of 2022, and I can tell you that I have one of these on all my HTs. This is a super elastic signal stick, really great antenna, and the other side to it is that the maker of this is also who has the development and the service for hamstudy.org and for exam tools. So the sales of this and everything else that he has for sales, what really funds the back end of that site, and is a great site. A, awesome antenna, and B, it helps with the making of new amateurs by studying and by testing. So definitely One of my favorites. Outside of an HT antenna, taking it on the road, for me, for what I do and for what I've done, hands down, these end-fed half waves, whichever one you may like. This is the KM4ACK, this is the K6ARK, and this is the Packtenna. And maybe you can just make your own, because you can, right? This is not magic. Well, antennas are magic, but the making of them is not magic. I care for all three of these. They are great antennas, and they do everything I need them to do. Outside of that, a little bit bigger, my DX Commander Expedition, awesome antenna. Whenever I have the room and the time to use it, I go for that. But in the sky, my end-fed half waves are the ticket. Catch you down the log, 7-3.
And this is why I enjoy bringing people on the episode, because we didn't hear anything about VHF, UHF antennas until Carlos came on, but they are an important part of portable operations. If I had to take a pick of a favorite VHF, UHF antenna, I would pick a Yagi antenna. And that's going to lead into what my favorite antennas are for 2023. And it's maybe a generic answer, but I think it's my best answer. I've spent the last 2.5 years traveling around the country, meeting some of the people you saw in the video today, as well as plenty of other people just not in the video. And all I could tell you is each one of these individuals had a unique way of operating amateur radio, and they had an antenna system based upon how they operated amateur radio, how portable they needed to be. What I can tell you is during this time, in 2.5 years, I've built a lot of different antennas myself, whether it was from a kit or completely from scratch. And I found the most satisfaction in building your own antenna. So in 2023, I'm going to recommend build your own antenna system. And although I really love the dipole antenna system that I built with telescoping antennas in a carbon fiber mast, because it allows me to rotate the dipole in a rapid manner, it's just not practical for me to carry a tripod and a carbon fiber mast around. And that's why I also choose the end-fed half-wave antenna for HF. The end-fed half-wave antenna is rapidly deployable in many different configurations and in many different scenarios. It's a very versatile antenna system. Again, if you want me to give you any opinions on what antenna system or what end-fed half-wave kit you should buy, I'm really liking the K6ARK 100-watt portable end-fed half-wave antenna, but I might be a little partial on it. And if you were to ask me what is the best VHF antenna for 2023, I would probably tell you to make yourself a Yagi antenna like the tape measure Yagi, or what I think would be really cool is to take the nitinol wire from a signal stick and make a portable Yagi antenna. But realistically, in 2023, it seems like the preferred antenna system will be an end-fed half-wave, and I do think that you should try to get out there and build your own antenna yourself. Thanks for checking out the channel. Let us know in the comments below what you think about the best antenna for 2023 portable use is. And I would be really curious because in that last episode, we had a lot of good feedback about your favorite types of radios. We're going to mesh them all together and we're going to come up with the ultimate portable operation system next. So until next time, thanks for checking it out. I'm amateur radio operator W9FFF 73.